This is TechCrunch.
Fixing climate change is no small task. Just ask carbon removal developers like Mitti Labs. The New York-based startup has developed technology to measure how much methane is released by rice paddies and uses it to train hundreds of thousands of farmers in climate-friendly practices. It's the sort of high-touch endeavor that venture capitalists typically avoid. So how has Mitti managed to raise funding from its investors? In short, partnerships. Mitti has started working with the Nature Conservancy on a partnership to promote regenerative, no-burn agriculture, the startup exclusively told TechCrunch, the latest in a string of deals that extend its reach. Mitti will use its AI-powered models to measure, report, and verify the work done by the nonprofit's workers on the ground in India, where they're helping farmers implement a swath of climate-friendly practices. Most of the project operations on the ground are from locals from the villages where these projects are being implemented, co-founder Xavier LaGuardia told TechCrunch. While Mitti's main operations currently focus on developing projects that reduce the amount of methane generated by rice farming, the company is working to offer more software features to third parties, he said. We can measure Scope 3 emissions from other project developers or corporations that are working with rice farmers, LaGuardia said, referring to emissions that an organization does not directly control. Anyone who's already running projects on the ground, that's sort of like a SaaS solution that we can offer them. Mitti isn't alone in chasing the SaaS partnership angle. Modi Carbon, which recently won the X Prize Carbon Grand Prize, develops measurement, reporting, and verification software for enhanced rock weathering in which minerals spread on farm fields both remove carbon and fertilize the soil. Methane reduction projects generate carbon credits, which Mitti tracks using its software. The company takes a percentage of the credit sale and passes the remainder on to farmers and the community, he said. Usually, farmers will see about a 15% improvement in their bottom line by joining our programs. For smallholder farmers, who often teeter on the edge of profitability, such revenue can be meaningful. Mitti's software studies various signals from rice farms to determine how much methane they release throughout the growing season. Rice farming is distinct from many other types of agriculture because the fields are flooded for much of the year. This creates anaerobic or oxygen-free conditions in the soil, which foster the growth and metabolism of a suite of microbes that generate methane. Methane is a powerful greenhouse gas, warming the planet 82 times more than the equivalent amount of carbon dioxide over a 20-year period. Rice farming is a large source of human-caused methane emissions, contributing around 10 to 12% of the total. Mitti's main data sources come from satellite imagery and radar, which can penetrate through clouds, plants, water, and the soil to determine what's happening underground where the microbes live. It then feeds that information into AI models trained on satellite data and the results of extensive field studies. Smallholders play a large role in agriculture in India. The average farm size is 1 hectare, about 2.5 acres. Monitoring each with physical equipment would be cost prohibitive. The remotely sensed data helps keep verification costs reasonable, and the partnerships help bring climate-friendly practices to millions of farmers. 90% of rice is grown in Asia, and outside of potentially China, the majority of rice-growing regions have these similar smallholder farmer dynamics, LaGuardia said. A deep partnership that we have with the Nature Conservancy allows us to develop these tools that can then be used for a lot of other programs in the region. Assort Health, a startup that uses AI to automate patient communication for specialty healthcare practices, has raised about $50 million in a Series B round at a valuation of $750 million, according to 3 sources familiar with the deal. The latest round, which comes just 4 months after the company raised its $22 million Series A, was led by Lightspeed Venture Partners, these sources said. The company's AI voice agents are designed to take over high-volume, repetitive tasks like scheduling, cancellations, and frequently asked questions normally managed by front desk staff, allowing human staff to focus on more complex or sensitive patient interactions. Assort Health is one of several startups that recently raised new funding to use AI to alleviate patient phone call volume for medical offices. Just last week, Elise AI, which automates customer services for real estate and healthcare office front desks, announced that it secured a $250 million Series E led by Andreessen Horowitz, valuing the company at $2.2 billion. Hello Patient, another AI-powered assistant for medical offices, raised a $20 million Series A earlier this month at a $100 million valuation led by Scale Venture Partners, according to a person familiar with the deal. The healthcare industry is increasingly embracing AI solutions, as seen in the growing adoption of medical scribes from companies like Abridge and Ambience Healthcare. Investors are now betting that patient communication will be the next major area for AI implementation. Since Assort Health serves small and medium specialty care offices that often have long wait times, fast responses by an AI agent may help these offices lose fewer patients to competing practices. While Assort Health's annual recurring revenue, ARR, is only a little more than $3 million, the company is growing quickly, according to two sources. The startup initially focused on orthopedic and physical care offices, but has recently expanded its offerings to other specialties, including OBGYN, dermatology, and dentistry. Assort Health was founded 2 years ago by John Wang, a former medical student who traded his path in medicine for the world of startups, and Jeff Liu, a former Facebook engineer. Lightspeed Venture Partners and Assort Health didn't respond to a request for comment. That's all for now. For more stories like this one, visit TechCrunch.com.